Hey everybody, welcome to our Monday night team call. It is Tuesday, so day late, but that's fine. I am really excited to share with you guys tonight because this is a topic that I, per usual, cannot take credit for. I learned this kind of message follow-up flow system from one of my success partners in this business. Her name is Britt Jasperson. She is the coach of Team Diesel and Daisy. She lives in California. And she gives me all sorts of business tips on the reg because she crushes it. I give her a lot of like mindset tips and she gives me a lot of business tips. So this comes from her. I've been using it for about 2.5 or 3 weeks, and it has not only made my follow-ups more efficient, but it has made my work time so much less stressful. So I'm entitling this call how to take the fear out of follow-up, because it is known that following up with people after you invite them is a super important part of our business, because not everybody is ready to join you in coaching or to join you in a challenge group or to join you in getting healthier the first time you ask. Okay? So following up with people is extremely important. And if you're afraid to do that, or you don't have a system, then you can seem like you're being spammy, or you can seem like you're being annoying, or you can seem like you don't care about anything except for getting this person to join your challenge group. And that's not why we do this. We are coaches because we want to be there for people when they are ready on their timeline. And this system is going to help you do that. So when you take the emotion out of following up, it can make it a lot easier. And I don't know if you guys are like me, and I don't know if Heather, if you can relate, but sometimes when I go to follow up with people, I look at like the last couple messages I sent them. I'm like, holy crap. For every 2 weeks for the past month and a half, I've been asking this person. I emailed them. I've been following up. I've been emailing them back. I've been trying to convince them. They've been ghosting me. They haven't been responding. And then I feel like I still need to send them another message because they're on my follow-up list. So this is a system that goes from your initial conversation all the way through 6 months. And this system is going to tell you what to follow up about, when to provide value, when it's a good time to reinvite. I'm going to show you step by step. I'm going to show you my script emails. I'm going to show you where I got my content from, and then you can make it your own. And you guys, this has helped me so much because I feel like I'm not being annoying anymore. So I don't know how Britt came up with this magical system, but you can thank her later. So as we go, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you want to number these steps, that's fine. But it doesn't start, you can number them if you want. I bullet pointed them because it made more sense to me later on. So step 1, or bullet point 1, is follow. So when you're going through your daily activities and you're following people, or you're friending them on Facebook or following them on Instagram or whatever you're doing, that's step 1. Whatever your system is, if you follow and then immediately send a message, that's fine. Or if you follow and wait for them to follow you back and then send a message, that's what I do. Then step 2 is initial message, whatever your initial message is. So follow. So for me, it'd be follow back, because I wait until they follow me back. Then send your initial message. Your initial message can be anything you want. Mine says something like, hey, whatever their name is. Hey, Sarah. Thanks so much for the new follow. I love connecting with other girls who want to work on their health and fitness. And then in parentheses, it says, because I always need accountability too. What kind of workouts are you doing right now? And where are you from? That's my initial message. Okay. So after that, whether or not they message you back, irrelevant. Okay. That's nice. Because if you have a conversation with them, great. You can track that. Even if you just send that and you never hear anything back, that's fine. Week 1, you follow up in 1 week from whenever you had this conversation. Week 1 is content engagement. That means you go to their page, Facebook or Instagram or whatever, you find something that they've recently posted about or something on their story, and you engage with it. So you leave a comment, you send them a message off of that post so they know that you saw it, you reply to a poll in their story, or you send them a response in that. In some kind of way, you engage with their content. Maybe they have a dog and you have a dog and you're like, oh my gosh, my dog has that exact same bed or whatever. I don't know. Engage with their content, make it genuine, because it should be genuine. You're literally following this person because you somehow connect with them. Hopefully you're not following just anybody and everybody. Week 2, you follow up again. Okay? Again, content engagement. This is important because while we are trying to grow our business, we are also trying to genuinely connect. And if you feel like you're just constantly inviting and no one is joining you, it might be because we're not focusing enough on the relationship building, which I think is very important because we want to work with people who we connect with. It's hard to connect with people that you don't know. So then we get to week 3, which is your invite. Okay? Even if you invited them in your initial message because that's what you were talking about, maybe they didn't commit in that first conversation, and now it's week 3 and you can invite them again or for the first time. All right? Now you might be thinking, because I was thinking this, holy crap, I'm supposed to wait 3 weeks to invite someone? What would you want someone to do? If you want to be invited, you're going to ask that person, right? So if Heather messages me, hey Kelsey, I'm Heather. I love connecting with other girls who grew up in Iowa or whatever. Where do you live now? And we're talking back and forth, and I look on Heather's page because she just followed me. I'm like, oh wow, she does a lot of health and fitness stuff. If I want to know something about that, I'm going to ask her. Okay, but if I haven't asked, then now it's 3 weeks and Heather can say, hey, I don't know if you saw this on my page, but I'm running this challenge group. I would love to send you info. I'm not weirded out by that because we've been talking for 3 weeks. She's been interacting with me for 3 weeks. So that takes the shade away from what you're doing. Okay? Now, here's where I usually get stuck, or where I used to get stuck, I should say. After I've invited them, if I never heard back, I go into mental panic mode. I'm like, oh man, now what do? I feel like I can't invite them because it says seen. I know they saw this message, but now what am I supposed to say? I can't just keep inviting them and then they keep not saying anything. That's weird. So this is where it's really going to help me and hopefully help you guys as well. So we did the follow initial message, week 1, week 2, week 3. Now you're going to wait a whole month. If they're not on board, you follow up with them in 1 month. Okay? Why? Because you should not be wasting your time on people who are not ready. Okay? You can't count on them to be ready when you're ready. So you're going to wait 1 month. If in between that time they contact you, awesome. It's probably because they are ready. But if they don't, then it probably means that they're not ready. So you're going to wait a month. That seems like a long time. But it doesn't seem as long when you think about how many people you should be interacting with. And then you have all these conversations going on at one time, and then it's not as overwhelming. And you're like, oh, okay, I can wait 1 whole month. Kind of cools you off, calms you down. Month 1 follow-up is value. Okay? It has nothing to do with the challenge group you're running. And I'm going to screen share here. I think this is it. Heather, can you see my connection builder here? Okay, cool. So this is my scripts, you guys, as you can see, all scripts here. So I do all my tracking from a system that looks like this. Your tracking system might look different, and that's fine. But here's my follow-up folder. Dun, 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 dun. Look at you guys. Look, I have them all labeled. Month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5. So I know exactly what I'm going to say. So I'm going to show you this. Follow-up 1, summer months. You're supposed to provide value in month 1 follow-up. It says I just came across this recipe for popsicles and they sounded super yummy for summer. Thought I'd pass along the recipe in case you're looking for a low sugar healthy treat. I'm always trying to kick my sweet tooth with something healthier. If you make them, let me know how they turn out. And then link to, oh my gosh, the Beachbody blog. Guys, this is where I get all my value. I just find stuff that I would make and I type up a short little blurb because I can email it to somebody. I can put it in a Facebook message or I can put it in an Instagram message and it's not a million miles long. So I just went to recipes. Actually, I think I just searched summer. I literally just searched the word summer and picked a recipe. Okay, but you could pick anything, any kind of value. Month 1 is just value. I decided to make it a recipe because I thought, why not? Okay. Month 2, reinvite them. So month 1, you send them value. Month 2, you wait another month, reinvite them to whatever challenge group you have going on at the time. Okay. So mine looks like this, month 2. Just wanted to check in or just wanted to, oh my, I've been sending this to people and there's a typo. That's fine, that's real life. It says just wanted to just in. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, just wanted to check in and see how workouts and nutrition are going. I've got another challenge group going on this month and would love to send you info if you're still looking for something. If you've already gotten into a routine, I'd love to cheer you on. Otherwise, I'd love to send you a little info on mine. Now that I'm reading that back, it's kind of repetitive, but oh well. I've been using it and maybe I'll fix it later. So that's all I send. It's just a couple sentences. It's a reinvite, okay? Because probably this person, if I've been sending them messages, they're probably watching my stories. They may or may not be interacting with what I'm doing. We may or may not have had a conversation about the recipe I sent them. But now it's month 2 and I'm reinviting them. Okay? Month 3 follow-up, more value. Okay? So we're going to alternate between value, invite, value, invite, value, invite. My month 3 is, a playlist. Because I found a playlist on, you guessed it, the blog. There was a playlist on here from Joel. So what did I do? I just said, oh shoot, now I can't get back to this thing. Here we go. I just said, I don't know if you listen to music during your workouts or not, but I came across this playlist from one of my trainers and wanted to share it with you. I think this will be a good one for my days with weights to keep me in a hardcore mood. Link. Guys, how easy is that? It's so simple. And you're providing value, which means you're not being spammy, which means you really want to make a connection with this person. It's that simple. And all my messages are a little bit different, but they're all about 2 to 3 sentences. Because if they really aren't responding and you have value messages that look exactly alike, they're going to be like, what the hell is this person doing? So month 3 follow-up is value. So that means, yes, month 4 invite, or month 4 follow-up is invite. Okay? To whatever your challenge group is. You have now invited this person a total of 3 times in 4 months. That's fine. In my opinion, that's fine. You've been having conversations. You've been providing value. If they still haven't responded, that's fine. Your month 5 follow-up is value. Mine is, a meal plan. Again, found from, of course, the Beachbody blog. Guys, you can literally type in meal plan. You can just go to nutrition and then meal plans. I mean, it's all right here. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can use any resource on Beachbody On Demand, any resource at all, and turn it into something. Like, oh my gosh, cheats and treats. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want a recipe to swap something unhealthy for something healthy? I would. Nutrition facts, cooking tips. I mean, there's nutrition for athletes. Like, there's everything on here. You can pick whatever you want for your value. So mine is, not sure if you plan out your meals every week, but I've been using this quick 5-day meal plan for lunches lately and wanted to pass it on. It's got pictures of the portion containers that I use. Plug for portion control, okay? But you don't need those in order to use this meal plan. Let me know if this is helpful. Always looking for good content to pass on to people I connect with. Link. It's so easy. And guys, I have these planned out. So you know what? When that person's name comes up and I see what I did last time I talked to them, I just send them the next thing. And I don't even have to think about it. I don't have to stress. I don't have to scroll their social media to try and figure out what to talk about. I already have it here. Okay, now we're on month 6. This is the last invite. It is also your bless and release, as I call it. Because if you've been following up with this person for 6 months, it's time for them to know you love them, you've been providing them value, but you're no longer, in a nice way, you're no longer going to waste your time because you have bigger and better things to do than to just continue to follow up with someone for 5 years. Let's not be ridiculous. So month 6, this is what I said. Wanted to let you know that I've got another challenge group going on this month and would love to send you some info. Oh my gosh, my typos. Oh, please don't judge me for these guys. It says of you're looking, should say if. You're looking for accountability or a routine you can stick to. If you're not interested, that's fine. Just let me know either way. Because honestly, guys, wouldn't you rather have them just say like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not interested. I would. Otherwise, they're just wasting your time. And then it says, don't want to keep bothering you if the timing isn't right or it isn't a good fit. I know that everybody's journey is different and everyone is ready to get, oh my gosh, these typos are killing me. Everyone is ready to get started at a different time. Feel free to reach out when you're ready. I'll be here. And then you remove them from your follow-up list, okay? Because you have left the door open. Maybe you follow up with them in like at the new year or something. Don't put them on your delete forever, but put them in like the backup column. Because if they haven't been ready and you've invited them now 4 times in 6 months, enough is enough, right? You don't need to keep wasting your time, and you don't want to keep being annoying or spammy. If someone was messaging you about their, some other type of like magic tea that's going to help you slim down. People do that. Okay, if someone was messaging you about their slim tea and you just ghosted and you never said anything and they kept messaging you and kept messaging you and kept messaging you and you just wanted them to leave you alone, this is their open door to say, yeah, no, I'm not interested. Just leave me alone. And then you can move on. Bless and release. When they're ready, they'll come to you. You've left the door open. And that's it. Then it's done. This has made my life so much easier, you guys. I can't even tell you. Taking away the stress from not knowing what to share, not knowing when I should send value. This has taken out the stress for me because I always felt like I was inviting people 1,000 times in a row, and that didn't seem like what I wanted to be doing, but I knew I was supposed to be following up with these people, but I didn't know what to say. This is my current system. It has made me so much more efficient when I'm trying to sit down and do my follow-ups for my power hour because I don't have to create content. It's already done. Making those, you guys, took me 1 day, and it probably took maybe, 30, 45 minutes to figure out what I wanted to say. Maybe an hour. And now I have them and I don't have to do it anymore. And I can actually spend my follow-up time following up and connecting with people. And the craziest part is, again, month 1 for me was my recipe. So that's what I've been sending to all these people because I just started doing this follow-up system. Do you know how many people have messaged me and they're like, oh my gosh, these sound so good. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. And I've invited all these people before, mind you, to challenge groups and never heard anything. And now they're like, oh, this recipe sounds so great. I'm like, So you do know I exist. Like, now that I'm providing value. So it gives you some validity, right? You're not just someone that's trying to get them to join your weird fitness thing that you do and post about that they don't understand. You're giving them, you know, something they can tangibly use for free, and you didn't have to create it yourself. It's already there. And they're not stupid. They're going to see the Beachbody blog. They're going to know where you get your content. They're going to know that there's more value to what you're doing, you know, than just your workouts. So hopefully that's helpful. Heather, do you have any comments or anything?
Other than the fact that I can't wait to start using this? No. I think that I've always struggled with, okay, do I wait a week? Do I wait a month? How long do I wait? And then I look back and I'm like, God, I'm annoying because I've only messaged them and they have never responded. So then I just give up on them, and then I will like wait too long, I feel like, and I won't say anything, and then all of a sudden it'll just be, you know, like I still try to like follow up on their like feeds and their stories, but I mean it's hard to keep up with everybody on your list. So, you know, I don't know. I'm excited to use it though, so be good.
Perfect. I'm excited too because I don't know. I feel like very similarly to you, and I feel like a lot of people on our team feel like this, that we know how important following up is, but we don't always know how to do it, and we don't know what to say. We don't want to be annoying because we don't want to be salespeople, and we're not. So this is a way to do that and be providing something that they can use. And again, whatever you guys provide for your value is totally up to you. You could do all recipes if you wanted to. You could find you could even find like a YouTube link for like, you know, a 5-minute HIIT workout or an ab workout or whatever. You know, send them something that they can use content-wise. I just chose Beachbody On Demand links or blog links because it's already there. And half the time it talks about Beachbody stuff anyway. So it can't hurt. And I put for my month 1 follow-up, it says summer because I'm not going to send those popsicles in November. I'm going to be like, hey, found this great recipe for popsicles that you could probably use. No, I'm going to change that one seasonally. So when I'm following up with people in the fall, it can be something like, I don't know, pumpkin spice. Pie. Yeah, pumpkin spice cookies, or I don't know, something like that. And, you know, make it relevant. So you can have it be whatever the heck you want. And hopefully that takes some of the angst away from, like you said, Heather, you know, you think, oh shoot, I followed up, you know, I've invited this person 3 times. I better just not bother them anymore. Well, now you can provide them value before you invite them again. And you don't have to feel stressed about when to do it. And remember, guys, it seems like, oh my gosh, like only once a month, but you should be following new people and creating new conversations daily, weekly. So when you start implementing this, the compound effect happens and you have more and more and more and more people to have conversations with. And instead of feeling lost and confused, you just follow the system. Very simple. Okay, hopefully that is helpful and doesn't overwhelm. And if you guys need any help creating those scripts, I'm happy to help. It helped me to kind of sketch them all out and write them down on one piece of paper, especially my invites, because I didn't want them to sound identical. I wanted them to sound a little bit different. And so to see them all next to each other on a piece of paper helped me. And I could tell how long they were. So I didn't turn it into like an email every time. So if you guys need any help, let me know. Heather, anything else before I stop this recording?
I don't think so.
Okay, perfect. Hopefully this was helpful, you guys. And let me know if you have any questions, and we'll chat soon.